So what this says is that for each animal, green, attach its picture, number of legs, and make a stack of its traits. So this is like a puzzle that you have to solve. All you need to do is choose the correct information for all your um, animals, I would say, because it has animals, birds, insects, everything. So हमें ये काम करना है कि हमें इन चार blocks पे relevant information ला के डालनी है. तो this will help us understand how do we drag and drop and how do we use lists in this sort of programming. जो puzzle based या block based programming होती है उसमें how do we deal with the objects, how do we attach them. So we are going to learn that today. So first one, what we have is that we have 4 blocks here. हमारे पास ये 4 blocks हैं और इन 4 blocks में what we have to do is attach a brown block, which is the picture of an animal, and attach these purple blocks. So we have to attach 2 purple blocks each with every green block. That will help us understand that how do we use this blocking sort of functions, block functions. Okay. So the first thing that you do is start with the cat. See, you guys are going to help me do this. Okay. So first thing that I need to do is drag and drop the cat's picture. See how do you drag and drop. So when I say drag का मतलब ये कि आप इसे क्लिक करेंगे और छोड़ेंगे नहीं. अभी आप देखेंगे अगर मैं क्लिक करके छोड़ देता हूँ तो it does not move. I need to make it move. तो अब ये हाथ को, इस hand को just look it closely. When I click it, it captures the cat's picture. And when I move it, now it moves. I am not releasing the click. मैं click नहीं छोड़ा. I have kept it pressed. You need to keep the click button pressed and then you can move it and attach it to the right place. Okay. So first, let's try adding all the pictures there. So first was a cat. That's done. Now next is the bee. तो bee की picture कौन सी है? Bee कहते हैं शहद की मक्खी को. तो that is the bee. We add it here. After this, the next one we have is a snail. Snail किसे कहते हैं? Snail इसे कहते हैं, it has a shell and it's one of the slowest animals. It does not walk very fast. It is even slower than a turtle. Okay. And the last one is a duck. So this is a duck, so we add it here. Now we are going to fix their number of legs. We are going to tell that how many legs do they have. So how many legs does a cat have?
4.
4. So you are going to click here on choose and choose the option that says 4. Okay, that's it. And now the option comes to a bee. How many legs does a bee has? A bee is an insect, and it has 6 legs.
6.
So all of the insects, they do have 6 legs. सारे insects की 6 टांगे होती हैं. The bee is also an insect. It's going to have 6 legs. So you select 6 here. Now comes the duck. What does a duck has? How many legs does this duck has? So a duck has 2 feet. So it means that it has 2 legs. Similarly, just like a chicken. So a chicken has 2 legs. So that is why you get 2 leg pieces out of a chicken. And then comes the snail. Snail, if you see it closely, how many legs do you think that it has? Do you
1.
see any leg?
No.
No.
No. So snails, generally, they do not have legs. They have a flat podia through which they move, but they do not have any visible leg in them. So that's why it's going to be 0. Now comes the last thing. The last thing that we have is that we need to get these traits or properties. Like what is, so it's basically like that. Tell us something that a bird, that a cat has, but a duck, a bee, or a snail does not have. So what does a cat has out of these things? Let's try to figure out. Does a cat has slimy skin? No.
No.
Does a cat has a beak? No.
Yes.
No, the cat does not has a beak. Does the cat has whiskers? You know what the whiskers are? आप में से किसी को पता है कि whiskers क्या होते हैं? Zayan knows. Qasim, do you know what are the whiskers? Okay, who has seen a cat? Zayam, आपने भी cat देखी हुई है? Cat देखी है आपने कभी? पास से कभी cat को पकड़ा आपने? अच्छा, so cat के जो mouth के ऊपर छोटे छोटे बाल होते हैं, ठीक है, like its mustache, जिसे cat की जो है वो मूंछें या mustache कहते हैं, वो बेसिकली cat के whiskers होते हैं। तो cat की प्रॉपर्टी ये है कि उसके पास क्या होते हैं? whiskers होते हैं। तो अगर ये प्रॉपर्टी मैच करती है तो यू आर गोइंग टू ऐड इट हियर। सिमिलरली ये जो डक है, इसका जो माउथ होता है, इट्स बेसिकली वेरी हार्ड, ठीक है, वो हार्ड होता है, वो हमारे माउथ की तरह नहीं होता, उसके लिप्स पे ऐसे नहीं होते। तो इनके जो बर्ड्स के माउथ होते हैं उनको कहते हैं बीक। क्या बोलते हैं? बीक। सो अ डक हैज अ बीक। फाइन। नाउ लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट थिंग। स्टिंगर। स्टिंगर होता है जिसके थ्रू आपको इंसेक्ट्स स्टिंग करते हैं, ठीक है। तो इनमें से कौन सा इंसेक्ट ऐसा है जिस जो कि स्टिंग करता है, आपको पता है? हु स्टिंग्स? ज़याम, आपको पता है कि इनमें से स्टिंग कौन करता है, डंक कौन मारता है, कौन हमें काटता है तो उससे हमें दर्द होती है? द बी। ओके, सो आई एम गोइंग टू पुट दिस स्टिंगर फॉर द बी। अच्छा, अब मुझे बताएं कि आपको इनमें से किसके ऊपर एक शेल नजर आ रहा है? शेल, शेल होता है हार्ड सा। Zayan knows everything, but what about the others? Qasim, who is going to have a shell? ये shell वाला
The
trait,
snail.
the snail. The snail has a shell, so we are going to attach this shell trait to the snail. Now we are left with 4 more traits, and the process is very simple again. Just put the right one at the right place. So who has feathers out of those 4? I'm not talking about wings. Yes, Zayan, who is going to have feathers?
Duck.
Duck. A duck has feathers. So any birds, all the birds that we see, they have feathers. Okay, so the birds have a trait as they have feathers. Animals like cat or dog, they do not have feathers, they have fur. And a bee, it has wings. Who else has a wings? Who else has, yeah, mosquitoes have wings. Ducks have feathers, chicken has feathers. Doves, they have feathers. Pigeons, they have feathers. So all of the birds, they have feathers. So let's say that we attach these feathers with beak. So they have feathers. Now the 2 traits for the duck are complete. Now we have got 3 traits left and we need to put them at the right places. So who out of these 3 has honey? Who gives you honey? Does snail give you honey? Does cat give you honey? Or does the bee give you honey? My question is from Ziam. Ziam, mute yourself first. Unmute yourself first.
Bee.
B. So you attach this honey with the B. Okay. Now the 2 of the blocks are left. The last 2 blocks are left. The last 2 traits are left. So who do you think has slime and who do you think has whiskers? Yes, Zayan.
Whisker.
Who will
Cat has
have? The cat has fur and the
Snail has
snail
slime.
has slime. Slime is basically that their body is very oily. It has a liquid on their bodies that they are very slippery. So that is why we say that the snails have slime, because they are very slippery. You can't just hold them for very long. They slip out of your hands also. So this is now done. This puzzle is now complete. All you need to do is check answers. If this is right, you are going to go to the next level. And if this is wrong, they're going to ask you to do it again. So I hope that this is right. So let's say we check answers. This is perfect. All 16 blocks are correct. So I click on OK and it takes me to the maze. Now we are supposed to solve this maze for some levels to understand how the instructions work. So this is the maze that we did yesterday also. Okay. लेट्स फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड, पहले अच्छी तरह समझ लेते हैं कि इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है। ठीक है, ऑब्जेक्टिव सिर्फ इतना सा है कि हमें इंश्योर करना है कि ये जो ब्लॉक्स हैं, हमें इन ब्लॉक्स को यूज करना है। वी आर गोइंग टू यूज दीज पर्पल ब्लॉक्स हियर एंड वी आर गोइंग टू मेक श्योर दैट आवर कैरेक्टर रीचेस द टारगेट। हमारा काम ये कि हमने इस कैरेक्टर को इस टारगेट तक पहुंचाना, एंड वी हैव टू यूज ब्लॉक्स टू एक्सप्लेन हाउ इट इज डन। सो इफ दिस कैरेक्टर टेक्स वन स्टेप फॉरवर्ड, जो कि यहाँ पे है, it is going to stop in the middle and we are not going to be able to reach the target. So this means that our code is missing something. हमारे code में से क्या missing है? What should this character do? This character should take 2 steps. So once move forward is not enough, so we are going to ask our character to take 2 steps forward. And remember, you do not need to keep them separate, just attach them with one another, then they would work. Okay. So you are going to pick up this move forward from here and just see, when you go closer to that one, you see that gray area. That gray area is basically, if you leave it, it's going to get stuck to that. So when they are joined together, then they will work as one program. When they are not joined together, they work as single instructions. So you need to make sure that you have joined them together. Okay. So the first level again, what you need to do is join them together like that and then run. Oh, sorry. I need to go to the first level actually. So you need to join both of them together and then run. Okay. So now you guys are going to help me figure out how do I solve this one. I need to do is I need to reach here. So what is the path that I'm going to select? How do I explain my character that it reaches there? First, I need to figure out how would it happen. So I'm going to check it step by step. So the first step that I have is move forward. Yes, Zayan, you want to say something?
What?
You want to say something? You had raised your hand.
Yes, I knew how to do this one.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what we need to do is हम figure out करते हैं कि हमें कैसे करना है। हम सारा प्रोग्राम इकट्ठा बनाना चाहें, if you actually think that you can just write all the code at once and see how it works, that is also fine. लेकिन एक अच्छा method है which I would suggest that you guys should practice, that is take it one step at a time. ठीक है, एक step करें complete, उसके बाद दूसरा स्टेप, उसके बाद तीसरा स्टेप, उसके बाद चौथा स्टेप, और इसे तब तक करते नहीं जब तक ये प्रोसेस कंप्लीट नहीं होता. So it makes me understand that if I only use move forward and if I run it, it stops there. At this point, what should it do? Should it turn right? This is its right, the empty area. This yellow line is its left. So what should it do? Turn right or turn left? ज़याम, आप मुझे बताएं, अब इस कैरेक्टर को क्या करना चाहिए? बेटा अपने आप को अनम्यूट करें पहले. अप, बट देखें अप का बटन तो हमारे पास नहीं है, हमारे पास या लेफ्ट है या राइट है. तो अब इसको क्या करना चाहिए, लेफ्ट या राइट? जैम हमारे पास अप नहीं है, हमारे पास या लेफ्ट है या राइट है. अब बताएं हमें क्या करना चाहिए, लेफ्ट या राइट? बोले.
राइट.
राइट, चलो मैं राइट कर लेता हूँ. अब देखते हैं राइट करने से क्या होता है. तो ये तो गलत साइड पे टर्न नहीं कर गया. गलत साइड पे टर्न करके कोई बात नहीं, हम इसे लेफ्ट कर लेंगे। और अब जब ये यहाँ पे जाएगा वहां से लेफ्ट टर्न कर लेगा और ऊपर की तरफ फेस करेगा। अब इसे क्या करना चाहिए? मूव करना चाहिए, आगे मूव
Yes.
करना चाहिए। So we are going to add move forward here. So this way it's going to go there, turn and then move forward. What should it do now? अब इसे किस साइड पे टर्न करना चाहिए, लेफ्ट पे या राइट पे?
Right.
राइट। So we are going to add turn right. तो ये इस तरह से टर्न राइट करके यहाँ पे खड़ा हो जाएगा। अब इसे टारगेट पे जाने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए?
Run.
मूव फॉरवर्ड। तो इसे मूव फॉरवर्ड कराएंगे यहाँ पे और फिर ये क्या करेगा? टारगेट पे पहुंचेगा। ठीक है, it reaches the target just like that. Now the third level is kind of simple, but now you have a limit of instructions that you can use. Like it says that you have 2 blocks left, so it means that you can only use 2 blocks and you can't use more than 2 blocks to complete this puzzle. There is a green block here. Please see that green block and tell me what does it say. This green block
Okay.
says repeat until target.
Wait, enter.
So this block says repeat until target. So this green block is a repeat block. कौन सा block है ये?
Repeat.
Repeat block. Good. So repeat block, what is the purpose of having a repeat block? It is that you want the same thing to be done again and again. अगर आप एक ही काम बार बार करना चाहते हैं, just put it in the repeat block and it will happen again and again and again. Okay? So what do we want to do again and again? हम कौन सा काम है कासिम जो करना चाहते हैं बार बार? What is the thing that we should do again and again? My question is from Kasim. Kasim, are you thinking something?
Move forward.
So if we keep on moving forward, what would happen? We are going to reach this target sometime. So let's say that we just ask our character to move forward and repeat this until it reaches the target. So this way, it's going to keep running. And it's going to reach the target. Okay? Perfectly fine. Now we go to the next block. So now we go to the next block. Now in this next block, what we have is that we can keep our character to come here. If we look closely, so there is a pattern. हमें क्या करना है कि सिर्फ वो पैटर्न फाइंड आउट करना है जिसे हम बार बार रिपीट कर सके, और इसमें हमारे पास लिमिट है 5 ब्लॉक्स की. We can't use more than 5 blocks here. हमें मैक्सिमम 5 ब्लॉक्स यूज करने हैं और इस प्रोसेस को कंप्लीट करना है. The process is simple. All we have to do is just think positively. First we need to figure out कि एक step कैसे complete हो सकता है. उसके बाद we are going to say कि keep on repeating the same step again and again. So first let's figure out how to go up one step. So this needs to go forward. Fine. Just pick out this move forward and attach it here. Run it for once and see if it works. Working perfectly fine. After that, it needs to take a turn. किस direction में turn लेना है इसको? Qasim? In which direction should this character turn now? Right or left? My question is from Qasim. Ziam is also answering that, but my question is from Qasim. Where should it turn? Left or right? So this is facing this side. If it needs to go up, which direction should it take? Left or right? Ziam, आप बताएं. Ziam. My question is from Ziam. अपने आप को अनम्यूट करें पहले और फिर बताएं.
Left.
Left.
So if it takes a left turn, Qasim, see, if it takes a left turn, it is going to start and move up and turn upside. Now, again, it needs to take one step forward. So we are going to ask it to move forward. ये एक और स्टेप फॉरवर्ड लेगा और ऊपर चला जाएगा. अब इसे यहाँ पे पहुंच के क्या करना चाहिए? टर्न करना चाहिए.
Again left.
टर्न करना चाहिए किस साइड पे? राइट
Left
साइड.
side.
राइट साइड पे. अब ये ऑपोजिट साइड पे, राइट साइड पे टर्न करेगा. पहले लेफ्ट टर्न कर लिया, अब राइट टर्न करेगा. So this is going to be something like that. After this, we have found out कि हम लोग एक stair किस तरह चढ़ सकते हैं. So we have found out the method to cover one stair. Now we just need to ask our character to keep on repeating this thing so that it does not stop until it reaches the target. So that's how it's going to work now. अगर आप लोगों ने, if you guys are done with these 4 levels, that's fine. Okay, so we needed to complete the 4 levels today. Now tell me one thing, that do you guys know that how to solve this level 5? This is a little tricky. आप लोग खुद से इसको एक दफा सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें. अगर नहीं होता तो फिर मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ कि कैसे होना. ठीक है, इसमें भी you have to take 5 steps. Only 5 blocks you can use, and it's a little tricky than level 4. थोड़ा सा different है, मुश्किल नहीं है, थोड़ा सा different जरूर. Yes, Zayan, you want to ask something? Or are you done with this one?
Something I'm done.
You're done. That's good. Qasim, what about you?
I'm done.
You're done also. Ziyam, आपसे नहीं हो रहा? कोई बात नहीं कि नहीं हो रहा तो मैं करवा देता हूँ, परेशान होने वाली कोई बात नहीं है। चलें हम ऐसा करते हैं कि मैं अपनी स्क्रीन बंद करता हूँ एंड लेट्स आस्क ज़यान कि वो एक्सप्लेन करेंगे उन्होंने किया तो कैसे किया, ठीक है? तो जस्ट अ प्रैक्टिस। But I think Zayan, you can't share your screen, right? Because you are not using Zoom on laptop.
I'm using it on on my PC tablet actually, but I can share screen on it. I tried.
Okay. I have allowed, you can now try to share your screen and explain it so that we are
But
on the
the
same
thing is,
page.
मैं उस device पे नहीं मैंने join किया जिस पे मैंने ये किया हुआ है.
Okay, perfectly fine. That's what I was also saying. Okay.
I can
So,
actually explain all.
okay. Perfectly fine. Qasim, if you want to try to explain us how you did it. You can share your screen, Qasim, and tell us how you did it. You're also not using Zoom on the laptop, I guess. Yes, Qasim, you want to say something?
I can't share screen.
Okay, so don't worry if you can't share your screen, let me do it. I will explain it how to do it. अच्छा जी, ज़याम बाकी सब दोनों ने तो कर लिया, आप ध्यान से सुनने, आपको मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ। अच्छा थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट था इसमें। डिफरेंट ये है कि आपको ये देखना है कि आप कैसे अपने कैरेक्टर को यहाँ तक पहुँचा सकते हैं। हाउ कैन यू मेक योर कैरेक्टर रीच दिस पॉइंट? So the problem would be simpler if you could just start from here. ठीक है, अगर आप यहाँ से स्टार्ट करें ना तो बहुत सिंपल है कि यहाँ से तो आपको सिर्फ सीधा सीधा जाना और कुछ नहीं करना। तो पहले हम क्या करेंगे कि हम पहले अपने कैरेक्टर को यहाँ पे लेके आएंगे। उसको लाने के लिए लेट्स सी व्हाट वी नीड टू डू। मूव फॉरवर्ड। थोड़ा सा कम है, एक बार और मूव फॉरवर्ड कर लेते हैं। ठीक है, अब इसके बाद हमारे कैरेक्टर ने किस तरफ जाना है? ऊपर की तरफ। ऊपर जाने के लिए लेफ्ट टर्न करते हैं। गुड, तो ये टर्न लेफ्ट लगा देते हैं यहाँ पे। यहाँ पहुंच गए, लेफ्ट टर्न कर लिया। अब इसके बाद हमें सिर्फ क्या करना है? फॉरवर्ड मूव करना है बार बार। तो बार बार मूव करवाने के लिए ये वाला ब्लॉक यूज करते हैं। और क्या करना है? बार बार सिर्फ फॉरवर्ड मूव करना है। सो वी ऐड इट हियर। सो दिस वे वी आर गोइंग टू कंप्लीट इट without having any problems. Okay. Okay, so this is how you complete this till level 5. Thank you so much for joining in today's class. That is it. Okay, so 5 levels we have done. You can try doing say level 6 on your own, but it's a little difficult. I will explain you guys how to do it tomorrow. But you guys, tomorrow we don't have a class actually. On Friday, I will explain you how to do this level 6 also, but you can try to do it on your own. There is no exception that you should only do this with me. आप लोग खुद से practice करने की, attempt करने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं if this works, and that's fine. Okay. Thank you so much for joining in today's class. I'll see you on Friday. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.